Hey guys, it's the team here at Authentic Mission, and once again, I've got to talk about what's going on in the U.S. Yes, we live in Canada here, and we do this channel from Canada, whatever, but I look at it like we're all human, we're all connected, and we all see this stuff all the time, all over Facebook. Sometimes it's a little too much. I can't remember where I heard it this week. Actually, I think it might have been even during Orlando, which that was like what, maybe a month ago. But somebody says there seems to be this thing because there's 24-hour news now, and there's 24-hour this, 24-hour that, and Facebook and everything, and it seems like right now we're going through this whole thing with, let's call it, tragedy porn, and it's just like, you turn on the news and they talk to experts. They talk to mental health experts. They talk to gun experts. They talk to law experts. They talk to experts that wash windows. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But, I mean, it just... a part of me is like, yeah, okay, I want to know what else is going on. I want to feel connected. I want to know. I don't want to be under a rock. Okay? But then... at the same time, when they're going through this over and over and over again, I feel bad for the families and the people and the people in the U.S. that are all connected to this, and people around the world that are feeling this. Because I mean, there's got to be at least somewhere somebody in Canada that's got a relative that's currently working out in Dallas or something, so they weren't hit, but they might be feeling it. I don't know. Everybody gets jobs everywhere, right? And so, first of all, I just want to say that we here at Authentic Mission stand with Dallas. We stand with the people, period, in the U.S. right now. It's crazy. I mean, there's a couple questions that I have here. Is it that this is happening all over again, or is it like, has it just been happening, but because nobody had iPhones and cameras attached to their bodies and all this stuff? Is it that we're just seeing it more because of that, because of iPhones? A little bit, maybe. Like, I mean, look at last year, the one officer that shot a black guy in the back and then apparently tried to plant evidence and stuff. And that was only caught from a bystander's cell phone. So imagine if that wasn't caught, right? But then I look at, like, I'm watching this thing right now. Well, I was watching, it's over now. But there was this documentary series, like, not the OJ... not the one with David Schwimmer and all that, Schwimmer or whatever, but the documentary one, OJ Made in America, where it talked about everything that had been going on in Los Angeles throughout that whole time period. You got, like, Rodney King, you got, like, and Rodney King, that would when that happened in 91, that, like, I mean, granted, I was like, 9? No, wait, 91, duh. Okay, so I was like 5. Okay, so I didn't hear about this till years after, but I mean, this just seems to, like, I mean, we need to learn from the past, and I don't think America or North America or Canada, I don't think we've been doing that at all. Because, I mean, then why does it keep happening, right? We need to understand where we are now. We need to look at what's been going on in the past. I mean, watch documentaries. We need to learn. We need, like, when I was growing up, I didn't hear about Rodney King, like I said, till I think I was a teenager. But, I mean... and now you can go online and watch interviews with Rodney King, and we need to learn from the past, and I don't think we've done that, because it seems like what's going on, well, what happened with OJ keeps replaying now, and it's been, what, 22 years. Yeah, it's been 22 years. And we're still going through the same crap. I mean, back then you had black people cheering, you had white people crying, and now a whole new batch of race wars is starting. It's crazy. We are all together. We are all God's children. We are all connected. We are all human energy that's just there. Why are we sucking energy out of each other? Why are we allowing this crap to happen? Part of us, we can't live under a rock. We have to learn from our past. And this has been going on for years. I mean, point of reference for me, because, I mean, let's face it, it's been talked about on TV for years. It was talked about on All in the Family, and there was a really unfortunate spin-off in '94 where the same thing happened for a character. He was being followed by a store security guard in the episode because he was black. I mean, things have not changed. I remember as a kid hearing about stuff like this, and I was like, oh, that wouldn't happen nowadays. We're more evolved. No, we're not. We need to wake up, people. We are not more evolved, but we need to become more evolved. Okay? Like I said, point of reference for me, this has been going on for years there's All in the Family episodes, like I said. There's Different Strokes episodes. There's even in the good old days of TGIF, there was a Family Matter episode where Carl, a black cop, his son, and again, point of reference was TV show, so bear with me, but his son in the story, Eddie Winslow, was pulled over by a white bigot cop. Now, not all cops are bad, okay? I've seen it myself where some cops, you get arrested for a few things and you're labeled as a piece of shit, or you get arrested for being, making some bad choices and maybe being a drug dealer of some pretty hardcore drugs, and you're labeled as a punk or in some cases a gangster, depending on where you are. But I mean, there's just so much I want to say about this. All I can say is we need to learn. We need to not be under a rock. This is still happening. This has been happening for years. But we need to also understand not all cops are assholes. Some are. Some of them just get, they're young punks that come out of the police academy or police foundations. And they get off on, oh, look at the power I have. Some of them do. It's human nature, right? But some of them are really there to help us, and then they get beat down by the ones that don't try to better themselves. I don't mean physically beat down, but they get emotionally beat down, and they kind of think, why do I even try this? Why do I even try to help people and see the good in people? Then you got cops that are always going to see the good in people. Okay, so not all cops are boneheads. And, I being in Canada, sometimes I think, oh, well, we're more evolved. We don't do this kind of crap here. But, I mean, we did have this about, I could be wrong on the date, so please forgive me. We did have this about 2 years ago with Sammy Yatim, killed on a bus because he was high on ecstasy and he had a knife. He was inches and inches away from the cop, and the cop killed him. I don't think that was right. So, for those of you that are Canadian that are watching this and think this would never happen in Canada, never say never. I hope it doesn't, but it's already happened with Sammy Yatim. I was having a discussion with someone that I know fairly well the other day, and I said, why do they gotta shoot to kill? Why? I mean, like with that guy that got shot on Facebook Live, which, by the way, if you don't believe me, go check it out, but warning, it is pretty graphic. You're watching this guy die, and I'm just sitting there going, okay, the guy was buckled in. Why did you have to shoot to kill? He was in an open carry, in an open carry state. Okay, why did the cop have to shoot to kill? You want to shoot because you think he might go for a gun? You know what? Shoot his arm. If you shoot his arm, he'll flinch. He won't want to go for that gun. And not only that, the woman said he was shot 4 times. Why 4 times? That is excessive in my opinion. But I will say this to any officers that are watching this. You guys are not all bad. States, Canada, anywhere in the world, there is good cops. But the ones that are a little bit overzealous in their power, maybe think of stepping down and just getting a job as a counselor. If you want to help people and you're not seeing you're getting anywhere, get a job as a counselor for youth. Get a job as a counselor for guys in jail that want to get better jobs. And then go back to what I was saying a couple weeks ago. Give them job skills. Help out in there. If you don't feel you're getting respect out on the street and the stress is getting to you, fine. Step down, use your skills somewhere else before you cause somebody their life or your life. And for those of you that have had bad experiences with the police, my heart goes out to you too, but please try to keep in mind that they're not all bad. And when it comes to the officers that were killed, my heart goes out to you guys. But we need to look at mental health training as well. And I'm not saying this excuses it, but I can understand why this guy did what he did. It's not right at all. But if you're in a warped mind and you've been to war and you're dealing with PTSD and you didn't get the experience you wanted, or whatever his excuse was, you need mental health help. Go to counseling. There's no shame in that. And we need to learn from the past. It doesn't feel like America or Canada does that at all. We need to watch documentaries about the past. Watch documentaries about the KKK and those monsters. Watch documentaries about how far we've come and how far we still need to go. I still stand by film and book can impact people more than just sitting there and talking about. If you see something visual, even if it's a fake storyline, but it's based in truth or in something that does happen, it can impact your life. That's why we need to make more films. We need to make more documentaries. We need to learn about the past. We need to do anything we can do. Heart goes out, love and praise to any of the good cops out there, and love to all the bad boneheaded ones, and I hope you open your minds and your souls, and we in Canada stand with you in the States. My heart breaks, but I can't give up. Love will win.